is interesting how sometimes when you relax wherever you are, you might simply notice the silent dance of sunlight, or perhaps the way a gentle breeze can transform the stillness of a room. There's something captivating about watching light and dust motes quietly move across a room, shifting from shadow to vibrance, as if the space itself decides when to awaken. And as you notice those subtle changes, you can allow your awareness to gently settle inwards, as effortless as a curtain softly lowered between you and the world outside. And just as that curtain folds in gentle waves, you might begin to feel a growing sense of calm, as if your mind has entered a special, softly lit sanctuary. Within this place, each breath becomes like a ripple on a peaceful pond, spreading gentle circles across its surface, inviting you to sink deeper into comfort. And you know, some people discover that as their body rests, the quiet hum of their own thoughts slips into the background, blending and relaxing, making it easy to drift warmly and comfortably into a state of pleasant curiosity. And you might find it interesting to notice which small sensation in your body finds the most comfort right now. And you know, there's a story about an old house on the edge of a meadow. Once it was quiet, drawn inwards, protecting the treasures of its own unique design. And over time, as the seasons gently passed, beams of daylight began to nudge their way through the curtains, each sunbeam exploring the hidden corners and illuminating colours that had always been there, waiting. The house didn't force itself open. It simply let the warmth of the sun invite new energy inside. And sometimes being an introvert is like that. Interior spaces nurtured by a gentle privacy. And yet as the light finds its way in, those rooms begin to welcome a gentle curiosity about what might be just beyond those windows. It's not about changing the house, but about trusting that the same walls that made it strong can also hold laughter, stories, and new friends. And perhaps there's a part of you that, like those sunbeams, is curious about opening further, one shimmering sliver at a time, not to abandon what's comfortable, but to expand it. And just as that old house grew warm without losing the beauty of its quiet, you may begin to notice a growing sense of confidence when you imagine yourself stepping just a little bit further into the world with every breath, every day. The house never lost its foundation, The sunlight helped it see itself in a bright new way. And some part of you right now can experiment with speaking a little louder, standing a bit taller, and sharing your unique qualities with others, knowing that being seen is simply another way of being safe. And maybe it used to seem as though being an extrovert meant acting out of character, but now you might notice a flexibility, as if the walls of the house can open or close as needed, trusting the weather and welcoming community when it feels right. And you might consider the idea that being an extrovert is not a replacement for your depth, but an extension of your reach. And then you can let yourself lean joyfully into spaces, knowing that your roots, that your foundations still run deep. And something beautiful happens when you let your curiosity guide you, noticing perhaps that people are drawn to sincerity and warmth, not to just volume. And as you imagine this house with its doors invitingly ajar, sunlight spilling onto the porch, you may discover more comfort in your own voice, your gestures, finding that every interaction is just another beam of light playing upon old, cherished floors. And you don't have to force anything. Even small moments of connection are enough to change the temperature of a room. Maybe simply making eye contact, offering a smile, or lending a thought can become easier, more natural. Like drawing back a curtain a little more each time. And as you gently explore, you can trust in your ability to connect in a way that fits just for you. Sometimes brightly, sometimes softly, always authentically. And now as you become aware once again of your body in this moment, feeling the gentle support beneath you, notice how the air around you has subtly shifted. Perhaps the sounds around you gain a fuller presence, or your body begins to feel a bit more energized. And you can bring with you that sensation of gentle sunlight, steady warming, and ready to brighten any room you enter. Knowing that you can open and close those inner curtains as your mood takes you. Simply notice your breath, your fingers and toes, the shape of your body in this space. And when you're ready, open your eyes and carry forward this ease, feeling both calm and refreshed. As you move through the coming days, you can find yourself naturally reaching out, opening towards connection in small, enjoyable ways, confidently letting your light be seen and felt whenever it pleases you, comfortable both in the shade and the sunlight of your personality. Thank you for joining me in this house today. Remember, each step towards connection is progress to celebrate. And you can return to this session whenever you wish. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.